Coach, it is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line with the Los Angeles Rams. They go play action with Gurley. Now gone. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. The 40. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A huge play there right off the bat. 51 yards. The play fake to Gurley. Now gone. Now that'll be caught by Kupp. Touchdown, L.A. Cooper Kupp with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Zerline good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 20. This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. On 3rd down, Wilson being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Eluding the pressure right. Letting one go deep. And it'll be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Here's Carson. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I'm coming.
Now it's Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 44-yard line. Now Wilson on first down. Dancing to his left. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. There's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise just don't do it.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks, 81 yards. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. They run it with Carson, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 18. It'll be a 45-yard punt, and couple that with a loss on the return. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Gone. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Gone. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A gain there of 21 yards. You know, you wonder how the Rams' game plan in Super Bowl 53 might have been different with a healthy Cooper Kupp. He was injured on November 11, torn ACL, out for the year. But he was on his way to a 1,000-yard season in his second NFL campaign at 566 yards in 8 games before the injury. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Goff now looks to throw. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it. Not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the 39, Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On first down, Carson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
At the 46-yard line.
Hey, alert.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going. Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They're going on fourth down. It's Wilson, forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They go play action here on first down. He'll take a shot for the end. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. After the interception, here's Wilson. That's going to be caught by Nick Ballore. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up second down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. This is Carson. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Got it.
To throw on third down. Wilson escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
I'll go special.
Wilson to throw again. He lets it fly for Lockett. He's got it with the 15. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A big play there just before halftime. 49 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. Myers' kick is good. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fairly short kick taken at the 14 here. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
and I never want to make something more.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. The Defensive Player of the Year, Aaron Donald. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Here's Wilson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
There's Wilson to throw. Buying time to his left. That is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Sua Cravens with a pick. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This pass from Goff to Everett, the tight end. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34. Yard line.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Los Angeles.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Gone. He'll get this one to Cup. Complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Goff. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when and told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. Goff now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Goff flushed out right. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
To him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Unable to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. They go play action with Gurley. Now gone. Steps away to his left. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
Now Goff on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. Cooper Kupp. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Zerline good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
19.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Able to get this to Gordon. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Wilson, flush to his right. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks.
14.
They'll run on 1st down. Carson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be fielded at the 8. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now gone. Dancing to his left. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. With a sack, it's Ziggy Ansah. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Third and long. It's gone. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Trey Flowers picks it, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right, and now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. Wilson, end zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Will Dissly, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. Space to maneuver at the 40. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. So many questions about Todd Gurley in the offseason. How good is the knee? I mean, remember, he had a heavy workload the last couple years, nearly 4,000 yards from scrimmage, 40 total touchdowns, but just 4 carries in the NFC Championship game, 10 in the Super Bowl. So we'll see what kind of usage he gets this season. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Ezekiel Ansah, his 2nd sack of the night.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Meanwhile, Goff to Gurley as he drops it off for his running back. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Goff now to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you get 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Got it.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson, eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the 1st, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to do what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They run again with Carson. Now Carson fumbles the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Well, that's... simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball, so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
Now it's gone. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Throwing now. Goff. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Goff now to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. Now gone. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Gerald Everett, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 34 yards there and a first down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. One last shot for Wilson. Buying time to his left. And that will be incomplete. as time has run out on this football game. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for L.A., they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, the calendar changed up.
Championships, all my records go hard, it's a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the fit. Hit the hit with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them, I'ma break them. I'm a Hall of Fame legend, they should go and hang my jersey. Made this foot and work, I don't think they really heard me like. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me, I am up. Number 1 seed, ain't nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. I be booted up, popping out a Sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us.